Good. See y'all up in here. Let me put up, knocking my plane over. Let me throw my headphones on. We are in the building. Once again, I see got a couple more subs. We on our way. What I want y'all to do right now is hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Also, turn on the bell notifications if you don't have them on already. There's a bell. It says all. Then you'll get all the notifications for this channel. So I ain't got to inbox everybody every time I go on live. Yeah, so yeah, hit the bell. Hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell. Okay? Hit the bell, hit the like, do all of that. Okay? Was good. Want to let a few more people get up in here, man. We're going to talk about Andrew Tate, and we're going to talk about, yesterday we talked about Nolan Wells, but we're going to get into all of these things. And, you know, I probably got a couple more things to talk about also, man. A lot going on. A lot going on, man. A lot going on, man. It's crazy. Hold on. I'm getting double. Hold on. Let me pause that. Get my own sound back at me. So let me put myself in my headphones. It's technical stuff. Technical. Okay. Yo. What's happening? Let me see who in the building. Black Light. What's going on, man? Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Hold on. Let me anoint you. All right. Let me anoint you. All right. Lucy's in the building. Adric is on. Let's go. Yeah. As soon as I send some of y'all the links, man, y'all jump right in, man. I'm like, hey, man, it's kind of early in the game. Give me a chance to get on, will you? All right? Give me a chance to get on. Shout out to Mansfield Hall of Fame. Probably shouldn't say that word here. It's a different channel here. But, yeah, I see you up in the building. Yeah, Black Light is in the building. Yeah, we in here, man. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with this this Wild Andrew Tate stuff. This Wild Andrew Tate stuff, man. And again, we got updates on that Nolan Wells. But let's get right into it. I don't like to hold people up, especially on a weekday. Say the weekend. Then when your weekend come, I don't want to hold you up then either. Because you got weekend shit to do. So let me share the screen real quick. We're going to get into this Andrew Tate video. They really trying to get this dude. And I don't know, man. If Trump give him up, he in trouble. I think he's talking trash from a position of he got connects. That's what I think. I think he's talking trash from a position of, he's connected to Trump. He can't be touched. He better chill. Yeah, he's gonna be in trouble. If they get him, he's in trouble. Let me turn this down. Yeah, if they get him, he's in trouble, man. They got some serious things on him, especially that child thing. Whether it's fake or not, like if they're able to put that on him. He said Andrew Tate is a world-class oddball. If they're able to put this on him, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Hit like on your way in, please. Got 8 people, 7 likes. I'm missing a like. Let's get into this video, man. I want to pull this up right now. Hold on. Y'all done see me a million times. Let's get into this. Bring that up. And then here we go.
Assistant Chief Constable Karina Thomas.
Okay, let me know if y'all can hear this. I don't want to get too deep into the video and y'all can't hear it. Okay? Let me know that it's coming through.
Lead for the Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire and Hertfordshire Major Crime Unit. In 2024, the CPS authorised 21 charges against Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate following our investigation into allegations of sexual offences dating back to 2012.
20 some odd charges? You said 22, 20. It's a lot of charges, man. They try to nail this dude to the wall. They try to get him, man. How you wanted in more than one country? You know, they like, oh, we can't extradite you because the other people want you. Crazy, man. Yo, you got more, you a public enemy. I'm surprised they ain't shoot this guy yet, man. Whether these things is real or not, I mean, it's bad enough that he said, you know, if you watch the last video I did on Tate, man, it's bad enough that he's talking crazy as he talked. Even if it's hyperbole. Even if it's hyperbole, right? You shouldn't be saying this crazy stuff. You know? Let me see. Okay, Blacklight says nobody has their legal opinions on the Tate brothers, though, but everyone has their JD in regards to Carmelo Anthony. Why is that, great one, Marcus? I don't know if I understand the question, right? No one has their legal opinions on the Tate brothers, though, but everyone has their JD. And so I'm going to take that as you're saying that people have passed judgment on Carmelo Anthony and not the Tate brothers. If I'm reading that correctly, right? If I'm reading that correctly, right? I be having issues with people's contradictory reactions to a lot of stuff. You know? And some people are consistent with their coonery. But let's play some more of this video. Let's see what's going on here.
I'm gonna walk around handcuffs. I'm gonna look guilty as fuck. You look guilty with handcuffs with police. I mean, the fuck you do? They're gonna say all this shit. Mr. Keir Starmer, I heard you're in a little bit of trouble. I've got bad news for you because you're in a whole bunch more.
Andrew Tate has been arrested more times than most people can count, and every single time he walked back out and posted about it before the day was over. This time, the men who put the cuffs on him do not answer to anyone he knows. In a country where his contacts mean nothing, on a warrant written by a government 3,000 miles away, 59 charges, and no obvious way out, and the footage where this genuinely starts to turn, because nothing about it looks like the arrests he used to broadcast himself.
UK and US's relationship with each other do anything to you? Is that a risk of yours? Is that a concern of yours, or not at all?
MPs saying, we need to get Andrew Tate. And you know I'm here. So come get me. Come extradite me. If you have such a strong case.
Officers close in on him fast. There is no negotiation, no standoff, no speech to the cameras, none of the performance that usually surrounds him. Within seconds, he is restrained and being walked away. Now, watch his hands, because this is the detail everyone latched onto. He appears to try to pass his phone to the man standing behind him, and the handoff falls apart instantly. The phone ends up on the floor, and the man behind him drops down and scoops it straight back up. What made that clip travel is how obsessively people started treating every twitch as a clue.
Hey. Come over here by me. Let's go. Over here by me.
The second that phone hits the ground, the scene reads as far more frantic than it did a heartbeat earlier, and viewers went through it frame by frame, arguing over who reached for it and what they were trying to protect. Some are holding that up as proof the whole thing was already unraveling faster than...
I guess what they're trying to say is something was on that phone, and I guess once he dropped it, it's out of his custody. So now that one, I don't know what the rules are concerning that. But I don't know, man. He said, JB says, I get what they're saying. The fact that Tate wasn't flexing like he usually does speaks volumes. He might be thinking, I just might be, he might be cooked this time. Hey, look, hey. He was flexing before this. Andrew Tate has been talking trash to these people about, yo, like, yo, come get me. He's been on it. Tito's in the building. Tito, the truth teller. Let him know when next time you're gonna be on. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me anoint you. Yeah, hey Tito, let these people know when next time you're gonna be online, man. For everybody who don't know where Tito is at now, man, y'all could find him through
and his side expected.
hold on. Y'all can find him through his link right there. But yeah, man. I mean, he ain't get to say much, but he was talking trash before this. He was talking trash already before this, man. You know, so I don't know if that means anything. I don't know. Cause he's ain't locked. He's locked. Is he locked up now? They got him in custody. So I mean, what can he really say? We gonna speak in the moment. I just think that a lot of the videos that have been coming out, and we know a lot of what they dealing with him has less to do with what he actually did, because there's guys out here that are worse than him. If let's say everything that they say about Tate is true, for argument's sake. For argument's sake, if he did everything that they saying he did, there's people out there that they let rock, but they can't let him rock because of the things he says. He exposes a lot of stuff. So he's definitely a political target, right or wrong. He's a political target. So Tito says you can hand your phone to someone if you want to. Yeah. So our power is out. Just had a tornado. Yeah. No, I can dig that, Tito. He said you can hand the phone off to someone if you want to. Yeah. And I guess him dropping the phone, I guess that was him trying to hand it off. He ain't get to hand it off, so he just dropped it. You know. So yes, there's Nolan Wells audio. We're gonna get to that soon. All right. But let's go through some more. Stick around. Let's go through some more of this Tate video. I wanna go through.
Others say it proves nothing, except that nobody in that room had rehearsed for this. The reaction has been enormous either way, because a clip moving at that speed turns a dropped phone into a talking point, and within a day, the argument had stopped being about the arrest and started being about what people had decided happened inside those few seconds of video. So here is where the case actually stands. The Tate brothers were taken into custody in the United States, and a fresh batch of charges authorized in Britain has pushed the running total against the pair to 59. I have tracked this case from the very first arrest, and this stage of it carries a weight that the earlier chapters simply never had.
Chief Constable Karina Thomas, lead for the Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire and Hertfordshire Major Crime Unit. In 2024, the CPS authorised 21 charges against Andrew Tate
21
and
charges.
Tristan
That's
Tate,
what it was.
following our investigation into allegations of sexual offences dating,
So let's
bringing the
get this
total.
in a minute.
Claim to keep them exactly where they were. Andrew Tate also has political relationships that almost no defendant in his position ever gets near, including his repeated association with Trump, and that remains the one variable nobody can properly price in.
Close to the Trump family, I know them well, and I spoke to Barron after the incident, and I look forward to, once I am free, being with Donald Trump in person and reminding him that he's a bulletproof badass.
This is the attorney for President Trump, somebody who has been a fighter for the America First Party. Her name is Alina Habba, and she joins us live right now.
Hi.
Hello, Alina.
There is a moment on camera where you can almost watch his expression shift. Plenty of viewers read it as him running the calculation in real time, working out whether that connection is worth something here, whether it is the thing that keeps him off a plane. That is the reading circulating online, and it turned an already tense clip into something people replayed on loop, freezing it, zooming in, and arguing over a facial expression as if it were evidence. Then, there is the man who spent years publicly standing behind him, right up until that relationship collapsed. Sneeko has said his position has changed, and that he now believes the brothers may in fact be responsible for what has been alleged against them.
So Sneeko is kind of like flip-flopping on these guys, right? Like I said, good, bad, and different. I'll maintain if this man has done all the things that they say he has done, he should go to jail. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna keep saying that. If Andrew Tate is guilty, he should go to jail. I ain't talking about the lover boy shit. I'm talking about, the E-PARs and stuff like that. The actual physical abuses and things like that. If he held anybody against their will. If he did any of that, he should go to jail. I don't really buy into the whole lover boy thing. Lover boy. If you don't like a guy, you don't want to do nothing for him, then keep it moving. Lover boy method or whatever. That's what Sneako's about to get into. Lover boy method is not coercion, in my opinion. But if he did the other stuff, he should go to jail. Okay, so let's see. BK said, I meant this as a joke, but do you think that people are hassling the Tate brothers because people realize they're not white and they're just half black? I don't know if that's what it is. I'm not sure. JB Design says if Trump hasn't said anything by now, chances are he's not going to. Trump has so much heat on him, he can't be seen publicly helping a figure as controversial as Tate. He can't be seen doing it. He can't be seen doing it, right? So now all this stuff about, him, being quiet and, oh, I'm cooked now, so I'm going to be quiet. So check this out. Hold on. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up. So Andrew Tate's lawyer reveals how manosphere influencer is still posting on social media while jailed on sex charges. And this came out on July 27th, right? This is today's article, 4:50 p.m. Eastern time. So he's posting. He ain't quiet. He's posting on social media. All right? Reveals how manosphere influencer is still posting. So look, Andrew Tate's lawyers are taking down his thoughts during their jailhouse meeting so that his team can tweet them out. His lawyer revealed on Monday. So he's not personally, he's not in there with a phone. This would be crazy if he was in there with a phone. They'd be blowing the spot up saying this. Tate has been sending social media posts from behind bars. He awaits extradition for dozens of sex abuse and sex trafficking charges, claiming he's the victim of injustice and horrible conditions in the Miami federal lockup. Look, we meet with Andrew every day. We see Andrew. Attorney Joseph McBride told the Post outside court. Andrew and Tristan under arrest. All right, here they go. All right. So yeah, actually confirmed that the former kickboxing champion Andrew does not have access to a phone while behind bars. Of course not, right? If he had a phone in there, they probably give him there. McBride also addressed claims made on Andrew Tate's social media that his neighbor in the detention center is. Hey. All right. So I don't know his name. We just know him as Mr. Cannibal. Okay. Why y'all dudes always wait till I go live to inbox me? Y'all see I put the stream up. Y'all see I put the stream up. Send me this shit before the stream. How about you? I appreciate you, though. Let's see what you send me. Said the P Hub, you know what the P Hub is. P Hub parent company admits to receiving proceeds of sex trafficking and agrees to 3-year monitor. Whoa, that's crazy. All right, so my man 008, he says, I have the same opinion or position I told everyone in 22, 24. P Hub and all the rest of the sites all are 120% complicit in trafficking. They allowed multiple uploads for profits. Okay. Detro said he haven't paid much attention to the Tate brothers issue. It's crazy. I mean, again, if all this stuff is true, if it's all true, it's certain things I don't care about. Certain things that I feel like, you enter willingly, as long as there ain't no force involved, I don't care. Okay. Yeah, man. Said we don't know if they're emotional, if they're demonic, or what's going on. If you're a cannibal, you got problems objectively. He's talking about the cannibal. We don't worry about the cannibal. We don't care about the cannibal. All right. Day 9 in SHU, Special Housing Unit. This is punitive housing for people who murder their cellmates. No commissary, no phone calls, no yard time. The worst possible conditions. The U.S. government provides the terrorists and psychopaths to proven guilty. Extradition. I am an innocent until proven guilty extradition detainee. All right. I'm wanted by a foreign state. I am an American citizen. Why am I here? Yeah, well, this is what happens when they don't like you. This is what happens when they don't like you. Whether like or dislike for Andrew Tate is justified. The law supposed to be the law, right? I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. But they got him hemmed up. And we'll see if they give him up. I figured, look, so I think as JB said, if Trump hasn't said anything by now, but I would think if they was going to give him up, what's holding him up? What's the hold up? If they was going to give up Tate, what's the hold up? I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. I'll look into it. But if they was going to get this man and his brother up, then what they waiting for? Okay, so here it is. And we might have to answer that particular question. So let me bring it back on screen so you can read along with me. I like to share. Okay. So it means the Tates will remain in jail for 2 more weeks at the very least as they fight against being sent to the UK. Right? I just hit a button by accident. Let's get that back. Let's get that back on the screen. All right. Process that could last months following the brief scheduling. C. Clyde Atkins, United States Courthouse in Miami. McBride asks if Andrew Tate's team has been sending social media posts while he's been held up in federal detention. McBride said he was hopeful that the Tates will be released on bail, but admitted it's a tall climb because the position is against bail unless defendants can prove special circumstances, which he believes they can. The brothers, who are dual U.S. and UK citizens, did not attend Monday's hearing, but they did make a brief appearance in court days after their arrest. Judge Luis, I don't know how to say this guy's name, gave the brothers' legal team until August 5th to file a motion for the brothers to be released on bail and prosecutors until August 10th to respond before the hearing. Prosecutors in Britain have said the latest charges were brought forward after British police investigated claims made by an additional 4 victims. The new claims are the latest in a long-running international legal battle involving the Tates, which has spanned the U.S., Britain, and Romania. He's saying the U.S., what are they guilty of here? I don't think that they have any U.S. charges. Otherwise, who would come back here? So no, they legal battles ends Romania and the UK. Only reason the U.S. is involved because they are here and they got to convince the U.S. to get these guys up. And it's really about, because that was Romania. This is the UK, and the UK and the U.S. have a relationship. So And that ain't good for these guys. They have a relationship. They extradition situation is like that. And yeah. So it'll be very difficult for these guys to wiggle out of a situation where they don't get sent back over there. And if they get sent back over there, it's a different kind of legal system over there, bro. It's a different kind of legal system over there, man. You know, right, wrong, and indifferent. You know, they gonna railroad this shit out, these dudes, man. Right, wrong, and indifferent. Again, I maintain that if these guys are guilty of any physically, physically violent sexual acts, they should go to jail. I'll say it again and again. If that's what you did, you should go to jail. Okay. All right. So, hey, look, it's just highly likely. So I say he's in a world of trouble because I don't think that they would have much of a reason not to send him back over there. Unless like JB says, I think it's JB that said Trump can't be seen associating with these guys, but they're gonna have to come up with something else. The best Trump could do for them is some low-key behind the scenes type shit that'll prevent it from happening. Yeah. Won't say he won't be involved. He just can't be visible. All right. So I believe they're going after him because he essentially, what you said? Popping YT. Okay. They didn't want that message and image out there. Let me tell you, let me tell you why Andrew Tate is dangerous. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's easy. And you might have said it somewhere in the comments, but I'll tell you why Andrew Tate is dangerous to them. He might be dangerous for other reasons. But to them, why he's dangerous. Right? To them. Let me tell you, they don't care about human trafficking. I'll tell you that right now. Romania? They don't care about no trafficking. They don't care. You think they care about that? I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying they don't care. This is America, right? This is Epstein Island. This is Epstein continent. This Epstein world. This Epstein Disney over here. The U.S. don't care about no trafficking, neither. Depending on who's being trafficked and how visible it is, they don't care. They don't care. You think they care about this stuff? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not justifying it. I'm saying they don't care. It's a front. It's a fraud. It's what they do care about. Right? What they do care about is the thing about Tate. His influence is crazy. Tate's influence is crazy. JB, you're absolutely correct. I said it a long time ago. People make the world go round. Which people, Marcus? Male people. This ain't about black. It ain't about white. This is about male people. This guy has a crossover influence and appeal. It's crazy. He don't care about your Kevin Samuels, none of these types of guys. They don't care about none of these types of guys. This guy's a problem. He's a problem to the whole thing. He's a problem to the whole thing, yo. I'm surprised they ain't shoot him yet. I'm not saying I want to see this happen, but listen, he's dangerous to the whole thing. This man has the power. Like we talk about, because I'm the most popular man in the world, and blah 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 bling 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 bang bing bang bang bing bang bing bang bang. The ups and the cups and the cups and the ups, right? When he talks like that, he look over there. These guys do this. They look. I keep thinking, what's this guy? Ari Spears. Pop, 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 and the cup, and the pop, pop, pop. Yo, this dude is like, you remember that scene in Malcolm X where the dudes march in front of the police station? That's Tate. No one man should have all that power. That's Tate, bro. That's what they scared of. That's what they're afraid of, man. They don't care about no human trafficking. None of this. They don't care about that. And we found some girls, and this what happened to them, and we must protect the public. They don't care about none of this stuff, man. They don't want them diamond sales to drop. They don't want the marriage licenses to slow down. This is a business. This is a business. Divorce is a business. Child support is a business. There's people that get up early in the morning, iron their pants and shirt, and do they tie like this to go to work, to divorce, marry, sell diamonds. It's a business. Billions of dollars. Billions. Tonight at the club. Hey. Shake it, wiggle it, shake it. Girls in free, men, $20 before 12 p.m. Girls in free. Men, $30 after one. 20 quid. 20 bloody quid. You got a fucking cheek, innit? Are you fucking mad? Oh, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck the quid. 20 fucking quid? You fucking mad? Where's the peace? Where's the food? He's messing up the paper. He's messing up the paper. The peace. You know? Top G, top boy. Proper gangsters, right? Proper. Top boy, top G. My man is the Shane and Scully shit. You know what I'm saying? That's who these guys are. Him and his brother. Top boy Sully. Top boy Shane. One of the dopest series ever put together. I didn't love the ending, but it was dope, right? All I'm saying is he's messing up the money. He's messing up the money, man. I don't know what the situation. Look, I don't read UK stats, man. I don't read UK stats, man. Y'all will have to put me onto that. All I'm saying is, yo, look, you got multiple countries, man. You want this guy gone. You got social media platforms that ban this guy. He can't open he can't do a channel on YouTube. He can't do none of this. He can't do none of this. You're talking about yays and people like this. No, this guy's even worse. Said, uh-oh. He's the worst guy. Hey, double O. This guy. King of sending me links in the middle. Hey, I appreciate you though, brother. Millions of unmarried couples to get stronger rights. Overdue reforms to protect women and meet the needs of modern relationships as the government continues to prioritize tackling VAWG and working people. What is VAWG? VAWG. I'm reading off my phone. This is a link sent to me, gov.uk. All I'm saying is he's messing up the paper, man. I don't want to go into, the areas of convo we usually. All I'm saying is he's messing up the paper. That's why they need him quiet. It ain't even about really where he's at and this and that. They need to put him somewhere where he don't got access to the internet so he can't talk. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. Now, outside of that, might be a terrible guy, might be guilty of some, if not all or most of the things that they're accusing him of. I don't know, not sure. All I know is the Romanians didn't lock him up. And they said he was doing that stuff over there. But all that 15-year-old stuff he's talking on video is kind of crazy, I must admit. All that stuff about messing with 15-year-olds and pimping 15-year-olds and stuff like that, it's not a good look, not even for internet, like, shock value. Not good. Not even for internet shock value. That part I can't endorse at all. I understand how the internet works. You got to say crazy stuff to build momentum and to become this guy. Like, that's what the internet has kind of created. You got your Tekashi 6ix9ines, you got your Charleston Whites, guys like this. When you first jump onto the scene, you got to say wild shit. You got to, whoa. Y'all come at Brandon Jamal. He got all the diapers and shit on, and the pacifiers and shit. But that's the type of thing that the internet breeds. You got to be ridiculous to get attention. So he gets on there. He's talking about the lover boy method. I teach it. I show it. This is how you do it. You get a bunch of bitches. You lock them up in a room. It's terrible. Get a bunch of bitches. Lock them up in the room. Tell them you can't go anywhere. Right? Turn on the cameras. Get the peas, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. And he's saying, hey, the girls could, if they wanted to bounce, they could bounce. But they in love with him. Why would they bounce? He said he made him fall in love. Yeah, that's what pimps do. But they're not selling sex. They're on webcam. So you're saying that anything sexual in nature, if girls are doing it for you out of love, that's trafficking? Not coercion. Not, hey, if you don't do this, bitch, I slap shit out of you. No, it's, yo, we together. You love me. So jump on this camera and show them titties, baby. Okay, I'll do it. Trafficking. It's definitely pimping. It's definitely that. Trafficking, I always thought was something else. I thought trafficking was way more heinous. Like, like you got the bitch handcuffed to the radiator. Also, what's that movie? with Sam Jackson and the white girl. She chained it to the radiator. Something moan. One of you guys will type it in the chat. JB says they about to pass a law that says men have to pay 50% of pregnancy fees. Yeah, I seen that. How would they know it's your baby yet? How do you take DNA on the pregnancy? So if you had a kid and I get a DNA test and it ain't my kid, do I get my money back? How do you do a DNA test on the pregnancy? How do you do that? I want to know. That's some fly shit. Like, that must be some like space age DNA shit that you can get a DNA test on the pregnancy. I bet you if you could get a DNA test on the pregnancy, that would save motherfuckers a lot of time. So Turkish Tyrone says, I dig the business aspect, but you don't think they want their white women, greenlit to be trafficked or mistreated? No, they don't care. They don't, bro. They don't care. I don't think they care that much. Say, just like any other female, not saying they care, but the image pisses them off. You know why they don't care? Because Andrew Tate is like a speck on the sex trafficking radar. He's a speck. We talking about Europe. Everybody white in Europe. That's where the white people come from. Europe. Like, no, we have to protect our white sisters. No, this is Europe. We don't give a fuck. We don't know these hoes. We don't give a fuck. Pimp them. Just give us our cut and we'll be all right. Everybody white over here. You know? They don't care about that. They don't care about hoes over here. Say, Manosphere says it's against the unwritten rules for a man to benefit from a woman's efforts unless he is in the club. It's only trafficking if a man's involved, right? It should be trafficking if it's coercion. That should be the key, in my opinion. Because let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. And then we're going to move on to Nolan Wells. So all my people who clicked this video for Andrew Tate, we about to move on to Nolan Wells. So, you know, I'm about to watch my numbers drop. All I'm saying, look, check this out. Check this out before y'all dip. Before my Andrew Tate people dip, right? Before y'all dip out, right? All I'm saying is, man, all I'm saying is they don't care about that stuff. If a man's involved, we call it trafficking. If a man's not involved, we call it sex work, right? It's called sex work. If a woman is out here pawning off her own box, it's sex work. That's what we call it. And what we're supposed to do, support sex workers. But if you do that, you're trafficking. Y'all don't know it's trafficking on both sides. As the guy that's the pimp and the guy that's buying the box, you're both trafficking. You get a trafficking case. You don't believe me? The D, the I, the D, the D, the Y, the D, the I, the D is Diddy. Ask Diddy. Ask Diddy what's his charge. What's his charge? Buy a box. Now they didn't get him for like the big conspiracy. They get it for conspiracy. But you know, as you can see with Centoria Brown, they called the guy that she killed a trafficker. She was being trafficked. By who? That guy was the customer. She didn't shoot the trafficker. She shot the customer. So 008 says, No, you can do DNA during the pregnancy the same way you find out if the fetus has Down syndrome, but it's expensive. Okay, so if it's expensive, that means the average person is not getting DNA during the pregnancy. So why are you charging me? If you are going to charge me during the pregnancy, you got to have DNA. Straight up. If I got to pay pregnancy related expenses, you better give me the Maury Povich. Give me the Maury Povich test. I'm not paying for no pregnancy related expenses because tag, I'm it. Nah, y'all gonna have to prove it. And if whether thou fought that while I ain't the father, I'm suing y'all and that hoe. And I want my chippers, like my man say, pronto. I need my shit today. You gonna make me pay for some shit baby ain't dropped yet and y'all don't even know? Because she said it was your baby. She said, nah, you're going to need more than that. You're going to need more than that. You're going to need more than that. Said it's expensive. Well, let them pay for it. By the way, speaking of DNA tests, I'm tired of seeing Jay-Z's alleged son on the internet. This nigga should go just take a test so we can all move on. The motherfucker look just like you. Anyway, we're going to move on to Nolan Wells. Thank you. If you were here for the Andrew Tate portion of the broadcast, thank you for coming and watching Eloquently Petty. And this was Marcus Aurelius for all of y'all. And now for all my niggas, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to Nolan Wells. But yeah, man, we're going to see. I'm going to keep following this Andrew Tate shit. So, as I ended the stream yesterday, I swear to God, right after I ended the stream, I heard this audio. Now, allegedly. Okay? This is what people think they heard, might have heard, could have heard, sound like, maybe like. Let's bring on the video. Let's bring it on. Let's do it. Let's get right into it. Once again, this is your girl, Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace has been on top of this shit like a motherfucker. Anyway, we're going to go into Nancy Grace. Let's go.
Breaking news tonight in the Nolan Wells investigation, enhanced distress call audio bombshell. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
He was face down on the beach right at the water's edge.
If he was sent face down, that also doesn't make sense to me. If he's face down, wouldn't blood pool just by nature of gravity this way?
So right now we've got a lot of questions, but as the second doctor says, this is all still pending investigation.
If this were your child, wouldn't you want to know what happened?
Detail assistant speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
What'd you
Hello?
say? Hey,
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
it's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
What did we just hear? What was that? One more time, please.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Now look, it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear. So basically, they're trying to say that when these people called for help, when the kids called for help, the kids were on the boat. Mind you, they said Nolan never got on the boat with them. They said Nolan met a girl and kept it moving. That's what they said. It's a very important part of their testimony. Very important, right? Again, everything's alleged. This is not the clearest audio. But what they are trying to establish in this audio is whether these kids in the background who, when they called for help, what you're hearing in the beginning is background discussion, background noise. And this is before the operator started speaking. Just so y'all understand, when you call 911, from the point that the phone connects, you're being recorded. Before anybody says, hello, 911, dispatch, whatever, you're being recorded. I don't care if you're on hold, you're being recorded. The whole time you're being recorded. Everything's being recorded. So before these kids are talking to anyone, or the one kid, he's the one on the phone. Before he responds to the actual operator, there's things going on in the background that they're trying to say is the kids reacting to Nolan Wells being unresponsive, dead, whatever, telling him, wake up, Nolan don't die, is he dead? Yada, yada, yada. This is all over the internet, and they tried to like use AI to separate the different parts of the speech, remove music and all this type of stuff. If in fact they find that this kid got back on the boat with these kids, they're cooked. If in fact. Now, I was watching TMZ earlier, and they say that some people corroborate the story that Nolan Wells was on the island after 4. If that's the case, then that kind of exonerates these kids. And then they'll have to look for another reason on why this kid got washed up. But if he got back on that boat with them, whether they did something to him or not, what it would mean is they left him out there. That means that, I don't know whether they was getting high, drunk, or whatever they worry about. Maybe they're going to get in trouble. And they left him out there and kept it moving, which would explain all the other strange behavior that's been going on with them. If they could figure that out. If they figure out that this kid got back on the boat with them, they cook. These kids are cooked. You know? So let's play a little bit more of this.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
What'd
Hello?
you say? Hey.
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
Straight out to investigative reporter Crime Stories, Dave Mack. Did you just hear what I heard? Now, this has been transcribed, and this is the CTO dispatch call. Because Dave, when I first heard this, I thought, has this been doctored? Is this real? Where's this coming from, Dave?
Nancy, this is coming from the from Mississippi, from the actual official. Okay, when we get into the Mississippi Fish and Wildlife and at the reserve putting this out for the public, this is not like from Dave Mack's recording. This is an official recording, Nancy, that is being issued, and it's shocking when you listen to this call for a tow, for the sea tow. Going further into it, Nancy, you're picking apart all of the different voices.
Look at all the blurs on these pictures that they doing to hide these faces. We already seen one of the kids' faces. It don't matter why I don't understand why they blurring some of this stuff. Like the kid that's doing the talking, I know what he looks like. He did an interview. Did an interview already. What up, Shock? Let's go.
That can be heard on this one phone call, trying to determine what is really taking place on this boat that is allegedly sitting in 31 feet of water, a depth of 31 feet. And a bilge pump not working, claiming they're sinking, and calling for help. And yet, in the background, are we really hearing all of this other activity?
Guys, this was released from the MDMR, the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. Alexis Tereszczuk joining us out of LA, just joining us now, Crime Stories investigative reporter as well. Alexis, the transcription, I want you to listen to it, Alexis, as we play it again. This is obtained from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. It's not something we just found on TikTok. Listen.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey. Is it clear enough for y'all? I'm be honest. Could be, couldn't be. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So Hall of Fame says if the case turns up the intensity, one of them will snitch. Well, it's going to take a lot for them to turn up the intensity on these kids. But, I can't say that. I can't say with certainty, definitively, like, yo, that's what they said. It took me forever to know the lyrics of the Good Times theme song. Hanging in a child line. Hey, look, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible they could have said that. It's not going to hold up, though. By the way, Swagzilla, y'all, Swagzilla. Get your Swagzilla shirt. Swagzilla apparel, y'all. Swagzilla. Okay. Hall of Fame says, sorry, Marcus, for going off topic, but these white Gym Z bras at the gym tonight got cake factories. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just saying, if you ain't hit the like button yet, hit it, please. Since I can't get no super chats or nothing, I want likes. Them shits is free. Likes is free. I want my free likes. Whether you sub or not, I want my likes. Give me my likes. Just give me my likes. Yo. Just give me my likes. Yo, I don't know if that's what they saying. All I know is they going to be looking to see any inconsistencies in the story. If they find out that this kid got back on that boat, it's over. Who here is from Mississippi or anywhere near it? Is anybody in here I know we ain't got a bunch of people in here. Who in here is from anywhere near Mississippi or from Mississippi? I'm watching. I'm waiting. I'm holding the show up. Somebody, identify yourself. Identify yourself. Who from Mississippi? JB says, I think just give it time. They're kids, so someone's going to slip and say something that gets overheard in a phone call that they will be well-connected parents can't protect them from. Okay, Turkish Tyrone said, I'm from Noya. My people from MS. Yeah, man. Wild down there. Indigo was good. Oh, Indigo Flow is in the building. Said, Hall of Fame says, I got MS roots on both parents' side. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I see you. Indigo Flow, welcome to the stream. Yeah, man. If they find out they cook, the kids is cooked. Let's play some more. Let's see what more she has to say. Hold on. You know what? I'm playing the video. I ain't sharing the tab. I'm listening to it, but y'all can't hear it. Hold on. Let me bring that back. Okay, here we go. Fuck it up.
It's coming up. It's. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
Okay, Alexis Tereszchuk, jump in.
So it sounds like before the woman starts talking, the operator, everyone in the background is saying, "Is he dead? Nolan, wake the up." And so they are concerned about Nolan. They're saying, literally, "Is he dead?" Nobody has ever, none of the kids on this boat have ever admitted that anybody said that they thought Nolan was dead on the boat. This is the first time that we are hearing this.
What is the chance that this has been doctored in some way, Alexis Tereszchuk? Because circulating on the internet was a scene where another young man was face down being attacked on the sand. That was not Nolan Wells. That's not Nolan Wells. Repeat. So there are bottom feeders that are fabricating evidence and circulating it, and it's whipping up all sorts of hostility. But regarding this, have you listened to it independently of any transcription?
I have listened to it. I've listened to it over and over, and I've listened to the audio where it's only the sound of the boy calling in and not the operator's voice. So it takes a little bit of the distraction out, and you can just hear the voices, the one friend saying, "Is he dead?" And we are hearing somebody very worried. They're saying, "Is he dead?" Somebody, you think you might have heard them say Nolan right before that. Somebody then says, "Oh my God." So the thing is, there have been a lot of false videos. People have said there was a video where Nolan was screaming, saying, "Give me my phone back." His friend says, "No, that's me in the video." There have been tons of AI generated videos and images and things, but this is the official audio from the organization.
Okay, let's hear the audio to which you are referring. Listen. Now, it's my understanding, Dave Mack, that sound we just played is real sound. That is not doctored sound, but someone else claims that's them saying, "Give me my phone back." That is not Nolan Wells. Explain.
Well, Nancy, what we have is some friends that were also out on the boat trip out to Horn Island that were with Nolan Wells and were friends with Nolan Wells. Claim that was him, that he was the one that was saying, "Give me my phone back," that it wasn't Nolan Wells. So we've got an identification from the person who says, "I was the one saying that. It wasn't Nolan Wells." And when you listen to the audio, Nancy, it does seem like it is not Nolan Wells saying, "Give me my phone back." It sounds like the guy claiming it.
Guys, a lot of confusion surrounding the audio that has been released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. This, as we are also learning about an offer made by the United Cajun Navy to Ben Crump, who is representing Nolan's family, to Todd Terrell joining us, the president of the Cajun Navy. Todd, thank you for being with us tonight. Todd, explain to me the offer that you guys.
I didn't know before this whole thing came about that there was such a thing as the Cajun Navy. It sounds like a dish, like something you can order to eat. The Cajun Navy beans and rice. Like you can get you some Cajun Navy beans and rice. Okay, let's keep going.
Made to Crump.
Well, first of all, I want to make sure that I really am specific about the words I use because I don't want things taken out of context. Me personally, as president of the United Cajun Navy, made a call to Mr. Crump and offering him our services for dogs, cadaver dogs and specific scent dogs. I never heard back from him. Our incident commander, Josh Gill, did speak to Liza Parks, I think he's one of his lead attorneys or whatever, and offered the services as well. The rumors about us talking to Mr. Crump, personally, I want to set the record straight. Nobody, myself, nor anyone from United Cajun Navy spoke personally to Mr. Crump. We did reach out and make an offer, but we did not hear back from him.
Okay. Much has been made of the offer to, was it cadaver dogs, scent dogs, or both, Todd?
It was both. It was cadaver dogs and specific scent dogs. And, some of this needs to be clarified. Okay. And we did make an offer, but we did not hear from him himself. Gotcha.
There's a lot of people on the team. So who is it that you said you guys contacted or spoke with?
Liza Park. And we have a phone record. Our guy, Josh Gill, my incident commander, on the 13th, left her a message. And on the 14th, they reached out to her. And I think got back, I think it was 9:51 on the 14th. There was a 23-minute call with Josh Gill, our incident commander, and Liza Park, who I believe is Mr. Crump's lead attorney. And so they knew well what we did, the credentials of the dogs, and what our specific offer was. So they knew it ahead.
All right, Cajun Navy guy. Let's skip to the next person. I'm good with the Cajun Navy. Let's go. Let's skip ahead. Let's skip ahead. Let me get this. All right. This woman looks disturbed. Let's see what she's disturbed about.
And a registered nurse to boot. Marie, thank you for being with us tonight. Here's the deal. A lot has been made that Nolan Wells' family turned down an offer to have the boat searched with cadaver dogs, which, if they had hit on the boat, would suggest a dead body had been on the boat. Here is the fly in the ointment. It's not their boat. They can't give authority or permission or privilege for anybody to get on that boat and search the boat. So the fact that Crump's team didn't call back means nothing. They were not authorized to give authority or privilege or permission for anybody to board that boat, much less a cadaver dog or a scent dog.
You nailed it. And it's not his job or anybody else's to do what the police need to be investigating. After hearing that audio and knowing all the facts, they should be investigating this like it's a homicide and stop with the he say, she say from all of those kids on the boat who are presumed innocent at this moment but I'm seeing and hearing guilt. Just off the fact that they even had his phone, that part. Why did you even have his telephone? I will never get over that because even as an adult, my phone is my life. If I'm staying back doing anything, I'm staying with my phone. So they need to be investigating all of those kids, interviewing them piece by piece, one at a time. And I promise you, somebody's going to break and tell the truth here.
JB Designs. JB Designs. Somebody's going to break and tell the truth here. They're not even sweating these kids. These kids probably doing conferences at their crib. All right. At 12:30, you was over there. And at 12:31, I was with you. And at 12:35, we went over there. Trust me, they got their shit straight by now. And they giving them all the time in the world to get their shit straight. Five niggas would have been split. And that night been in the sweat box. How do you know Nolan Wells? I don't remember. How do you know that motherfucker? I don't know. They would have been sweating niggas. They would have been sweating niggas. Nolan fucked your girl, didn't he? He fucked her! And she liked it. All right. I didn't do it. I didn't kill anybody. Wasn't me. It was Brad. It was Brad. He hated Nolan. Hated that motherfucker. He hated him. Nolan was fucking everybody's girl. He fucked all our girlfriends. He fucked all of them. He fucked all our girlfriends. The motherfucker had to go. He had to go. We took his phone. All these bitches was in his phone. They sent the pussy pictures. It was in his phone. Oh, he was in his phone. He was texting all our bitches. Hey, Scooby! Fa la 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 la. Somebody gonna blow it up, but probably too late now. You done let the motherfuckers go home, sit around with their parents and lawyers, get it together. These black kids, they be in the sweat box that night. That night, they would have been questioned. This isn't about, is this a hate crime or not? I'm telling you, it's not about that. It's not about that. You know, you got your tap dancing coons. Y'all just want to be victims. This ain't about whether this was a hate crime. It don't matter if it was a hate crime. Doesn't matter. What matters is how much did they gonna do to get these kids off of this? Not even question. It'd be surprising to even see them get indicted. I'm not saying they won't. To see them get indicted, it'd be, you know, it'd be different. They're a long way from an indictment. Long way. Trust me. They're a long way from an indictment on this. They have nothing. You know? This is unfortunate. It's terrible. It's a tragedy. It's a catastrophe. It's a travesty. All that. Unfortunately, we cannot come to a consensus that this was anything else than a Scooby-Doo mystery. Scooby-Doo mystery. If they find out he got back on that boat, they cook. If that don't happen, it's a wrap. If they can't prove whether he got a, Crump said it was thousands of people on that island, bunch of kids, bunch of people, different people was there. Nobody remember seeing this kid. He said no, there's no cameras, no nothing on the whole island. No food, no nothing. All them people was crowded. So the girl that he's supposed to be hollering at said he left with y'all. Like, nope, wasn't with me. He left with y'all. It's one of those things. So all the kids at the Carmelo Anthony track meet, he is his fault. Who started it? Well, we started it, but it's his fault. All of them seem to have a consensus there, right? Because everybody was there, right? But nobody saw this kid. How many black kids do you think were on Horn Island that night? Listen, when I was working upstate corrections, I was one of the few black people upstate Nevada. If I went somewhere in that town, it was noticeable. Right? It was noticeable. When you the black kid, whole island, you might got I don't know who else. I mean, it's Mississippi, but this is like, I don't know, some area where you gotta have a boat, right? This rules out all hood niggas. Ain't no hood niggas there. Ain't no Jermaines, no Tyrones. No, I'm sorry, Tyrone, but you wasn't there. Ain't no Fruquans, ain't no Raequans, ain't no Shaquans, ain't no Taversiases, Tivius, Steviuses, Leviticuses, and Deuteronomies. None of them niggas is there. Shaquavius, Taquavius, none of them niggas is there. None of them. They're not on Horn Island. Gotta have a boat. I'm gonna go out on a limb with my next statement. Ain't nobody in the whole chat, none of you niggas got a boat. Marcus, you don't know what you talking about. I got a USS. No, you don't, you lying ass nigga. Ain't none of y'all niggas got boats. Fuck whether you can swim or not. Fuck that. None of you niggas got boats. I'm gonna go out on another limb. Your man ain't got a boat. You ain't got a boat. Your man ain't got a boat. His man ain't got a boat. None of y'all niggas' man's got a boat. Y'all niggas ain't got a canoe. Y'all ain't got a rowboat. Y'all motherfuckers ain't got a raft. Ain't no niggas there. Your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, nobody got a goddamn boat. None of you. Yo, Sean, me and the niggas about to go out on the boat. Who boat? Whose boat? Y'all know some white people, right? Y'all know some white people. Shout out to any of my white people that's in here right now. Y'all know motherfuckers with boats. If a black person is in the middle of the ocean on a boat, either he an athlete, a rapper, sometimes not even that, or he Franklin Saint. Fresh air fun. Grew up around some white people. Said my father-in-law has a boat, so I got a boat. That motherfucker was 60 when he got that boat. And he bought it from a white man. Y'all don't know no nigga that went into the boat dealership going to Honda boats, Mitsubishi boats, Ford boats. No, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, go finance this boat right quick. Get the fuck out of here. You bought that from a white man. I say that to say this in my rant about niggas not owning boats. Here's the punchline. You telling me that on Horn Island, nobody saw the nigga? It's like a chocolate chip cookie with one chip. Nobody saw this black man, this black man on this white island that you gotta have a boat to get to. Shout out to my white people. You ain't never, ever been nowhere where it's mostly white people and you see a black person, that motherfucker ain't stand out to you. La 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 la. Oh shit, a black person. Fuck out of here. Niggas stand out in a sea full with all white people. We're just chilling. You gotta have a boat to get here. Hey, look, baby, how did that fucking black guy get here? How did he get here? Whose boat did he get here on that he's here? This is our fucking island, man. No. Oh, my bad. It's Mississippi. How the fuck did that nigger get here? How the fuck? His ass ain't swim here. Niggers can't swim. How the fuck did he get to Horn Island? Which one of you pissed motherfuckers brought that nigger here? Ain't no way in the world y'all in Mississippi on Horn Island, y'all didn't know this, a nigga. They seeing a striped tiger. Y'all saw him. Nobody saw him. If y'all ain't see him, guess what? Wasn't there. He wasn't there. Wasn't there. Trying to set my shit up over here. Set my shit up here. He wasn't there. If y'all ain't see him, he wasn't there. When he was there, you seen him. When he was gone, that's when ain't nobody seen the nigga. Because he was gone. White people see a nigga in a crowded Walmart. Shit. Woo, niggers. Y'all see a nigga anywhere. Y'all see niggas barbecuing in the park, minding they business. Y'all in y'all apartment, y'all chilling, watching, you know, your favorite, you know, spelling fucking TV series, right? Y'all look out the window, y'all see a nigga in the pool. I ain't never seen that nigga before. Whose nigga is it? Let me call management, see whose nigger this is. Everybody knows, nigga, as soon as you see a nigga, nigga's noticeable. In white spaces. In spaces only white people supposed to be in, the nigga stands out. If you didn't see him, that means he wasn't there. He wasn't there. The fuck out of here, man. It's 5 niggas upstate. Me and 3 up. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, yeah, 3 other niggas. Yeah, 3, 2, 3, 3. It wasn't him. It must have been him. It wasn't him. Had to be him. It's one of you. It's one of you. Some black guy. Black guys. Short list of black guys. Was it him or him or him? Imagine police lineup with the only 3 niggas in town. It's an easy lineup. That's easy. It's not detective work. Anyway, if nobody saw him, he wasn't there. If he got back on that boat, they cooked. They cooked. At any rate, I'll probably jump off of here and mess around and see some more proof or something. I'm playing a little bit more of this video, but then I'm going to let y'all go. We've been here for an hour and a half. Let's watch a little bit more of this video. Having fun with y'all, man. But let's watch a little bit more of this. So I guess I don't know if that's Nolan right there, circled. But let's see what else they're saying.
Joining me is Marie Pereira. You know, in any criminal investigation, the first thing you do is get all the parties, all of them, and you separate them and you question them separately. You give them a waiver of their rights. They read it, they sign it, you read it out loud to them, you get all this on video, and you ask each one separately what happened before they have a chance to get together and talk. I'm not saying the friends are guilty. I'm not saying they're innocent. What I am saying is that would have been proper police procedure. For all we know, it did happen. It doesn't sound like it happened, but for all we know, it may have happened. The next thing you do is you ask them, would they willingly take a polygraph? Now, you and I, Marie Pereira, know that in a criminal case, polygraphs are not allowed into evidence unless they are stipulated, agreed to, before the polygraph is taken. It's the only way they come in. Now, in civil cases, they're allowed in. Think of O.J. Simpson. Didn't come in the criminal case, did come in the civil case, and P.S., he flunked it. That said, that's what you do. You separate them, you talk to them, you record it, you get their waiver of rights, you read their rights out loud on video, then you talk to them. Not hard. Next thing, you bring cadaver dogs and scent dogs on that boat. Now, scent dogs are going to hit on the boat anyway because they state Nolan was on the boat. So they're going to pick up Nolan's scent on that boat. Cadaver dog, whole nother story. And another thing, I would get a search warrant for it. Okay, Alexis Tereszchuk, jump in.
So it sounds like before the woman starts talking, the operator, everyone in the background is saying, "Is he dead? Nolan, wake the f up." And so they are concerned about Nolan. They're saying, literally, is he dead? Nobody has ever, none of the kids on this boat have ever admitted that anybody said that they thought Nolan was dead on the boat. This is the first time that we are hearing this.
What is the chance that this has been doctored in some way, Alexis Tereszchuk? Because the friends are guilty. I'm not saying men in the and
I think I fell back a little bit.
And cadaver dogs. Do you believe, Todd, that any evidence of a body on that boat would still be detectable, even now?
Not speaking specifically in this case, but in past cases, we've had dogs detect body, blood and smell months and even years later. Our biggest thing was you got to eat this elephant one piece at a time. And if no one thought there was anything on that boat, they should be willing to allow dogs to go on the boat. So for us, it's a matter of it's another tool. it's a tool to use. You know, dogs aren't 100%, but these dogs are pretty damn close to it.
Did he say allow dogs to go on the boat? They should allow the dogs? A police dog? Police allow? You mean the same dog that they'll pull you over, and when you don't let them search your car, they get the dog to smell your car up? Because you ain't allowed them to search? So that dog's going to come sniff the car against your wishes. So these people got to allow the dog on the boat. This is a dead body. There's been a potential murder, potential foul play, whatever the case may be, and they need these people's permission to investigate. Yo, being rich in America is great. That shit is great. I swear to God. Excuse me. Excuse me, Mr. Belvedere. Do you mind if we may trouble you as to come by and investigate? Said, think about it. They had time to clean up their boats and vehicles, burn their clothing, delete pictures. Yeah, but you know, they'd have to know what they were doing. They would have to know what they were doing.
Joining me now is Elliot Connie out of Arlington, Texas, psychotherapist. He's author of Change Your Questions, Change Your Future. He's president and founder of the Solution Focused Universe. He's a star of Family Therapy Podcast and upcoming The Elliot Connie Show. Elliot, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
You know, both sides are so ready to jump on each other. I imagine, I'm guessing, I don't know what Crump's thinking, but he did not have authority to release that boat. It's not his boat. That's like me telling you, Elliot, sure, go ahead, search Dave Mack's house. I don't care. You've got my permission. That's not my house. I can't give permission for you to go search it. So it's really simple.
That's absolutely right. It's really simple. I don't really understand so much of this. Like, people are, like you said, they're one side is going after the other instead of just accepting really logical things like the point that you're making here. Like, the family does not have the right to tell the other family what they can and cannot do with the boat. And other people are using that as evidence that there's something somehow wrong with what the family is saying, when all they really want is justice. And justice is the pursuit of truth. And it just seems to be triggering people in such an odd way that I, quite frankly, don't understand.
Guys, I want to circle back not only to the beginning of that MR, Mississippi Department Marine Research call. I want you to hear more, a different segment of that SEATOW, that's SEATOW call. Listen.
Right, looks like you're on Horn Island, correct? Are you
Yes,
on
we are
Horn
at Horn
Island?
Island. Yes.
All right. Is the boat sinking or you have it aground?
We were sinking, yes.
Is it aground is the question?
Oh, we're not aground. We are in
Okay.
17 foot of water. We're in 31 foot of water.
All right, have to ask. What do you want to do? Do you want to be towed back?
I want to get this boat unsank and towed back, yes.
All right. Where would you like it towed to, sir?
You can tow it to Ocean Springs Harbor or Fort Bayou Lawn.
You know, it just struck me. He's got reception. Why is everybody saying you can't make calls and you can't take pictures?
I thought about that myself. So this kid makes a phone call, but everybody else's phone is unusual. There's no reception on Horn Island. I thought about that. It did cross my mind.
Just because there's no reception. He's out in the middle of the water at those coordinates and he's got reception. Remember that? Remember that Alexis Tereszczuk, Crime Stories investigative reporter, told at the beginning that items were not deleted off Mills's phone, but he wasn't posting because there wasn't reception. But they're out in the middle of the water and they've got reception.
They do. He has really good reception, and you can hear it clearly throughout this call. But the stories maybe have changed a few times. First, it was he didn't have any reception. The other was, oh, nobody took their phones on the island because you had to wade through some water to get to it. And they even said, well, this is salt water, not fresh water, as if that matters to your phone when you drop it into it. But there are videos from the island. Even some of his friends are in videos from the island. So people clearly had their phone. And the other friend was arguing when we're talking about the videos that people worry about that have said that it was him. His friend was seen in the video screaming, "Give me back my phone." The phones were there. Other kids had their phones.
Okay, but before I discount claims that Nolan did not have reception, I don't know what carrier he had. Maybe he didn't have reception. My point is, why everybody's screaming to shut this investigation down, I don't know, because these are very rudimentary facts that we don't have the answers to. He is talking about the boat taking on water. We are sinking. Come and get us. I want this boat unsank and towed back. But interesting, we learn that very boat took multiple trips later that very same night.
So first, at 9:56 a.m., the boat leaves the original dock.
Oh.
It arrives at Horn Island at 11:14. So at around 4 o'clock, there is a call to the Coast Guard about the boat. NBC News got a hold of it.
We're sinking. Can y'all please come?
And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's on board.
Everybody's on board. So does that mean Nolan is on there? Who was on that boat? At 4:31, the boat leaves Horn Island and it is towed approximately 3 miles. And then the tow ends. So after 3 miles, they go back to the original dock. Okay. They arrive at 5:44 p.m. So it looks like this is where Horn Island is, and this is where the original dock is that I am referring to. I looked it up, and El Camino Real Road is in Gulf Hills, Mississippi, which is right above Ocean Springs. So I'm wondering if this is the house where they got the phone. Now, the boat travels to Fort Bayou. At 6:06, the boat returns to the original dock. Then, from the original dock, the boat goes back to Fort Bayou, and then they go to the boat launch, and it is put onto the trailer and moved by the vehicle. Did they drop people off at the original dock, travel to Fort Bayou, pick somebody up, and go back to that original dock? And then from there, why was there an hour and 13-minute time gap? This boat was sinking hours before, and then they're just having it docked for an hour and 13 minutes. You would think they'd want to get that boat out of the water ASAP.
That's from the Real TikTok Detective and from NBC. So it doesn't sound to me, Dave Mack, that the boat was sinking, because they're going all over in the boat. So if the boat's not sinking, why the sea tow call? Why the distress call?
Yeah, Nancy, the one thing you have to remember on that first sea tow call, you hear them saying, we're in 30 feet of water.
Look, we're going to end this right here. We're going to get back to this, but this is all I'm going to say. This is all I'm going to say on this topic as far as for this stream. All right. So let me come back out of here. So since this ain't about that, this is what we're gonna do, Playboy. How you doing? Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. We ain't doing that here. Not at all. I'm not even entertaining it. Not even for 2 seconds. Anyway, as I was saying, this is what I'm gonna say about what we've uncovered here so far. Okay? This is what we're gonna say about what we uncovered here so far. I don't really believe that, like, the reactions, like when you hear these kids speak about this incident, It's like I said on the last stream, like these can't be friends, like friends. Like they're so matter of factly, like when they giving these statements about this incident, they're so matter of factly about it. They're so matter of factly, like, yeah, you know, he went over there and did his thing. They don't sound to me like, yo, we was tight like that, and my man died, and I'm over here distressed. This is your people's. Whether he decided to get on your boat or not, right? Y'all cool. And he's dead. Regardless of whatever circumstances caused his death, your energy doesn't reflect that of someone who lost somebody, in my opinion. And that's something that's like bothered me the most. Listening, to these kids talk, or when the kids are getting interviewed. They don't sound like somebody who's lost someone. And by the way, I'm gonna say this real quick, and this will be the only time I address this. My other channel ain't gone, clown. My other channel's still there. Still there. I decided to bust a left. Ain't nobody, YouTube didn't eliminate nothing. Still there. You can go look at it. Go look at it. And Nightfall was good, bro. Yeah, it's all good. Turn on your bell notifications. I am here. I am here. I am here. Marcus Reyes, Eloquently Petty. Talking about Andrew Tate and Nolan Wells, man. But yeah, man. We're pretty much done for the evening. I'm going to say this. No trolls here. We ain't doing it. That was the other channel. We doing content over here. We doing content over here. You want to disagree? Cool. But I'm banging gophers over their head as soon as they pop up out they gopher holes. Let's establish that shit early. I'm not having it at all over here. At all. I'm not even going to engage you. Bong. Out of here. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Now we do content. We talk about what we talking about. Ain't none of that back and forth roasting juvenile shit over here. So go find the guys that'll entertain you with that. At any rate, y'all, let's do it again. Turn on your notifications. Turn them on. And we're going to get up again, man. This is Marcus Aurelius, Eloquently Petty, Articulate Assholery. Peace out. I'll see y'all later.